Okay, so I believe I have the coronavirus. So I figured I would document what's going on and share it with people so then they know what's it like to have the virus. So, what happened was on Tuesday of this week, my mom tested positive, and she was exposed at some point from, I think, another family member. So, obviously, like, I've been exposed to her, and because she lives here. So, we're in quarantine right now, meaning that before I was going to school on hybrid, which means I was going to school 2 days a week, and then the other half of the grade was going to school the other 2 days. But now I'm completely online for the next 2 weeks. So that has been going on with that. But on Wednesday of this week, had a really bad headache. My throat was kind of dry, but overall I was kind of fine. Yesterday, it kind of got worse as the day went on, and by the end of the day, I kind of had like a hot cold feeling. Like my skin was really sensitive, like how it is when you get a cold and you're just like you don't feel right, and my throat was just super dry. By the time I went to sleep, my nose was really clogged, and I had a really, really bad headache, and my vision was kind of blurry. It was like that on Tuesday too. Like I could see, but like I couldn't really see. I don't know. It was weird. And now today I woke up and I was pretty much the same as I went to sleep last night, where it's like hot, cold. I have a horrible headache, and if I stand up or like move around, my head hurts really bad. So I assume from here, if I do have it, which I'm not entirely sure, but I mean, I'll kind of know eventually, because supposedly you're supposed to not taste or smell anything. So I can still taste and smell, but if I get to the point, pretty much the only way this video is going out is if I can eat a bunch of weird food and not taste it. So I'll probably be like chowing down on an onion or something, or drinking lemon juice. Hopefully that's in this video. I mean, hopefully I don't have it, but I'm pretty positive I do. So I'm assuming from here, I just get worse. So, like, I don't know, that's what I'm assuming, but so far, like, water, I only drink water and milk, and water tastes really bad now. Like, it just isn't good. It hurts my throat. So, because it's super dry and I want to drink a bunch of water, but it just doesn't do anything. So I'd like a carbonated drink, but like I said, I only drink water and milk. So we don't have anything that I would drink. Like, we have pop, but I don't drink pop. So I guess we have some Gatorade. I think I'm gonna try that, but that's not carbonated. I would try like ice drinks, or I don't know what those are called, but they're called ice drinks. So I would try those, but we don't have those. So that's kind of where I'm at. So that's what's happening so far, and I'll kind of document it on the way through and see how this goes. So hopefully I'll get to eat weird food and not taste any of it. That's what I'm hoping for now. Okay, so it's later in the day. Yeah, so the symptoms are way back. I felt pretty good during the day. Now, like, I have a really throbbing headache, and my head was always kind of off balanced all day. Like, if I bent down or something, then it would just, like, it wouldn't feel good at all. My head would immediately start hurting. So I couldn't move real fast or anything. But now it's, like, throbbing. And then I have, like, weird, like, pulses through my body. So it's kind of like that temperature thing I was referring to, where your body just doesn't feel right. That's kind of what it's like, but it's like pulsating. It's weird, and it's like random, so it isn't good. The My throat is really dry, and I've been drinking Gatorade because I don't know. I tried orange juice this morning. That really seemed to help, but that was the last of our orange juice, so I can't exactly do that. So we had Gatorade, and it's better than water. Uh, it's really sweet though. I mean, like I said, I'm not used to drinking anything but water and milk, so Gatorade's kind of confusing. So I I think orange juice would honestly be better, or again like iced drinks. Those would be better. But I still have my taste and everything, so that'll kind of be like the I don't know. If I lose my taste, I'll know for sure. That's essentially it. But I feel awful, and I'm definitely ill. So that's kind of what's been going on. And I've been able to do stuff all day, but I don't feel good. So it's not in my I haven't been like coughing like you would when you're like when you have a cold. Like it's not like that. I don't know. It's not that bad. Like I'm just like hacking, I'm not doing that. It's more simple. I don't know, just like small coughs every once in a while, and mainly just like clearing my throat a whole lot. So I don't know if that's because I'm in like the early stages of it, or if that's just how it is. I'm not entirely sure, but my throat's really dry, and it doesn't feel good at all. So unfortunately, we will not be getting any cool video of me tasting stuff that I can't taste or whatever, because that was all filmed like Thanksgiving week. Okay, so all the things you just saw, that was quite a few weeks ago, and I do believe I had the coronavirus because my mom had it and my dad had it, and we were quarantined together in the same house, and I had all the same symptoms. But the difference is I didn't have to get tested because it didn't really matter. But I really didn't want to get tested because they were gonna like stick a thing up my nose, and I'd rather have COVID than have that happen. So I think I got the better part of the deal, if you ask me. But yeah, it was bad, but not good. Um, it wasn't like the worst sickness ever, but it wasn't good. But like it wasn't the worst. Let's just say that. But it was interesting. I have the symptoms pulled up here. I have a lot of them. It says fevers or chills, which yeah, or it says fever or chills. I don't know if I had a temperature or whatever, but I definitely had like the chills. That's how I'd describe it. And this lasted for like a week, I believe, where it was like real bad. And it says coughing, shortness of breath, or difficulty breathing. Like I said, it was more just clearing my throat. Like there was like phlegm and stuff, but I wasn't like hacking like I would with other sicknesses or like the flu or something. Like I wasn't like coughing up a storm or anything like that. It says fatigue for sure. You just don't feel good, just feel ill. So it just, you don't, I got a lot done because I was home and I had a lot to do, so I did, but I was pretty tired, definitely. And that says muscle or body aches. I would say, yeah, that's something that it goes along with like fatigue. Like it was just in the chills. So your body just felt weird. I had like major headaches like all the time. So that was probably, I think that was the worst part. I don't know. It says loss of taste or smell. So I want to talk about that because from what my parents said, it seemed like they kind of more or less at different points actually lost their taste and smell. I never fully lost it, but things tasted way differently. So, like I said about the water and milk, that's all I drink. I'm very select with what I eat and drink, not because I'm like a health nut, but because I'm very select with the things I do. I don't like change or whatever. So, like, there's certain things that I eat. Like at lunch, I'd always eat a banana and a peanut butter sandwich, like every single day. And both bananas and peanut butter sandwiches and bread tasted awful. I don't know what it was. Like, bananas tasted so bad. And I first noticed it was one day. I wish I had filmed more. I don't know. I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. One day, I think I was taking a quiz or something, or maybe I was doing some type of homework assignment, and then I hadn't eaten that morning yet because I had been working on the homework assignment so much. So I ran up and I got a banana to eat it, and I couldn't like taste it, and it was weird because it was weird. I could like barely smell it too, and then I was like, oh, because it tasted it. It wasn't that I couldn't taste it, but it tasted so weird. Like it was just like really really strange, and I think it was just because I couldn't like fully taste it. Which banana has this like very like in your face smell and like aroma or whatever. Like there's like a very in your face banana smell, and like I put the peel up to my nose and I just it wasn't there, and it was kind of like different. So from there it was kind of just different, and that lasted for like weeks. Like I was fine after like a week or two, and I went back to school and everything. I felt fine, and I waited the appropriate amount of time, and then my taste was still off for like weeks. I think it's back now, but it's just it was weird. Uh, like it was just weird. So that was different. Luckily, I still liked the taste of pumpkin pie, which is probably my favorite food ever. And I only eat it during Thanksgiving and Christmas, so I definitely had a lot of pumpkin pie. It was very good, but I could taste that. And it says sore throat. Like I said, like I was clearing my throat a lot, so I believe I had a sore throat, congestion or runny nose. I want to say I that was a thing, but I don't remember completely. And then it says not nausea or vomiting and diarrhea. I don't know if I was nauseous. Maybe I was at points, but I never vomited. And then I think my stomach was like upset. Like I think my digestive system was messed up during that time. But again, it was a couple weeks ago. It was a while ago. I don't completely remember it, but I just wanted to share what I went through because it wasn't exactly what I expected, I guess. But I'm fine now. Like everything's fine. My parents are fine. My mom might have some like lasting effects, but I'm not sure. There's kind of like this thing going around that like COVID can have some weird effects on your body, and I believe that's probably true. I don't know about me, but it seems to be that way for my mother, and then my dad seems fine. So we just waited the appropriate amount of time, and honestly, my opinion of the thing is that it doesn't. I'm not super worried about it because I've had it, and I guess you're supposed to be immune for like a certain amount of time, but I'm not as worried about it now. But at the same time, I'm very respectful about other people's. They should choose what they want to do. So like I always wear the mask and I always do all the things because I want to be respectful to others, and I think that's really what's important. But honestly, if I could, I'd just stay home all the time and avoid everybody. But I have to do school and stuff, so um, I'm back to school and everything. Everything's good. But I want to talk about this. I thought it was interesting, and unfortunately, I didn't get to try out weird foods and not taste any of it. So I'm pretty disappointed about that. But overall, I'm not super disappointed that I got it because it didn't really hurt anything except me, I guess. But I kind of have experience with it now, so that's a thing. So hope you enjoyed this different video. There's no animals here. I'll get an animal so we can. It's DIY reptiles. Let's get a reptile. Let's give me a second. I got Linus and Teddy. They live together. It's a male and a female. But yeah, reptiles. DIY reptiles. Yeah, reptiles. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and like it down below and leave a comment and your concerns or whatever. I don't know. Oh shoot, reptiles. And have a fantastic day. And don't get the coronavirus. Stay safe. And have a fantastic year and things.